Hey beautiful people, my name is Matt, also known as the Humble Bear, sharing all things mindfulness, mental health, spiritual well-being, coming up in my life, sharing it with you to help you in your life and on your journey. And today I want to speak about this term spiritual. What does spiritual really mean? What are we referring to when we say I'm spiritual, or that person over there is spiritual, or this person over there is not spiritual? What does it really mean? A lot of the times we think that someone who does tarot cards or is into crystals or, into energies is spiritual, you know, but I'm questioning, are they? Is that what spiritual truly means? Does it mean tapping into the energies? Does it mean using the psychic abilities to read cards? Or does it mean being able to feel the pull, the draw to crystals? Is that truly what spiritual means? Now, I have to go from my understanding and my education around who we are as people. I'm going to really start this back at the basics, back at the fundamentals of what makes us up as humans in order to explain my understanding of what spiritual truly means. So at a base level, we have a body, we experience a physical experience. Our body is the vessel that helps us travel through that physical experience. So we have a body, well, I like to label that as the physical element. Then we move on to the mind. Now, the mind is also known as the metaphysics. Okay, so it's energies. The mind, thoughts, their energies, emotions, their energies, all the inside stuff that goes on in our life is energies. And it's labeled as metaphysical. So that's the mind. And then when we move further in, we have the spirit, or we have the non-physical, the thing that doesn't have any form. It doesn't have any, it's not an energy. It just is. It's no thing. It just is. It's a singularity. And so when we look at it, that's the spirit. And when we look at the word spiritual, we look at it, spirit meaning to be in the spirit, right? To be in that part of us that is spiritual. Because when we are in that, we're transcending the other elements of ourselves. We're transcending the body. We're saying that, whatever's happening in the physical world is okay. And, we're focusing, we're letting go, we're letting the physical world do what the physical world needs to do. When we're looking at the mind and we're looking at the non-physical, the metaphysical, it's like, yeah, these things are amazing. Yeah, these things are great. Yes, of course, we've forgotten half of these things. Our innate abilities, the psychic abilities, the clairvoyance, the clairaudience, all of these elements, being able to tap into tarot cards, they're super powerful and they're amazing, amazing tools on our journey, but they are still controlled by the mind. They're still come under the mind being able to, whether it be the conscious mind or the subconscious mind, they still come under the mind being able to control, being able to influence, being able to adapt those energies in order to see the future, in order to help with healing, whether that be crystals, whether that be any of these modalities that we have, being able to tap into these energies. Again, amazing. I'm not playing down any of these energies. I'm not playing down any of these abilities. I'm talking about what it is we're talking about this spiritual journey. But when we get into the actual spirit, the soul, the non-physical, that is what we're looking to, for want of a better word, embody. When we can transcend the body, we can transcend the mind, and we can really focus in the spirit, in the soul, in what just is, in that present moment, when we can move past the turmoil that's going on around us or the turmoil that's going on inside us. Now that truly is spiritual. When I'm talking about spiritual, that is what I'm talking about, attaining peace by tapping into the spirit, by transcending our thoughts, by transcending the mind. Now, it doesn't mean ignoring them. It doesn't mean, I'm not going to use that part of me at all. It just means that I'm going to let go of the need to control everyone around me, the external world around me, the need to control my thoughts even, being able to have thoughts and just being able to ignore them. Okay, yeah, I have this mind, what really is it? Well, the mind for me, the is like a thought generating machine. It's like, oh, here's all these thoughts. It's like, okay, well, I can choose whether I want to pay attention to them. Now, this is why there are so many people out there. I have a few in my life. I'm sure there's loads in your life as well who are just naturally spiritual. They're naturally just okay with the moment. They're naturally okay with everything that's going on around them. They just live life peacefully. They just live life exactly as we're supposed to. They're not necessarily reading tarot cards. They're not necessarily reading that's into crystals. They're not necessarily into going to cow ceremonies or having energy healing or using it. They're just content. They're just content in life. They're happy in life. They're joyful in life. They don't need those aspects. And I think that is what we're all truly, really aiming for, being content in life. That is truly spiritual. You know, I myself, and I'm sure I can speak for many other people out there, we can get distracted by all of these other metaphysical elements. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, I'm supposed to be healing all these people, but what I'm actually doing is not allowing myself to focus into my spirit, to tap and fall into, oh, yeah, what's beneath all this? You know, what is it that I truly am trying to do in life? What is it I'm truly trying to attain in life? You know, if it even down to the fact that, you know, oh, I'm trying to align with the energies of the world, the flows of the world. Well, why am I trying to do that? Well, because I can feel peaceful, feel content, feel like I'm actually adding some value to this world. It's like, well, maybe that's already there, and then maybe what I'm doing is just in addition to that. So this is my understanding of spiritual. When I talk about spiritual, I'm talking about transcending the mind, transcending the body, and actually tapping into the spirit. I'm not necessarily talking about, you know, readings and healings and the other stuff that I do. I'm not saying don't do it, I do it. But what I also experience is when we tap into the spirit, when we go deep into that, when we go into do the work to tap into that spirit, all those other things is so much more powerful. They're like next level powerful. You know, it's like the energies just flow because we're so much more in alignment with our spirit, and that is the power source of our very, very being. You know, that's the power source. It's like Jesus said, man is not fed by bread alone. No, we're fed by the spirit. That's our connection to the universe. So I hope this helped. I don't know if it did, but it certainly helped me in my understanding of these concepts. If you need any help, if you're looking for any support, if you would like to have a chat, then book a consultation with me. Go on my website, the 15-minute free discovery call to talk about whatever you want to talk about, to tap into whatever I can help you with. Please just jump on there. I've also got a free ebook. If you again jump on my website, download the free ebook, and you can even upgrade to the online course, which is amazing. Guided meditations, loads and loads of information about meditation to help you on your journey. So thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you soon.